Hi everyone, this is Kristen with Pont Studio. Today I will be showing you how to make this cute little baby top knot hat on your Sentro knitting machine. To begin, you're going to be using a 40-pin Sentro machine and 2 separate balls of a light 3-weight yarn. Cast on with just 1 strand of yarn. Once you've cast it on, crank out 15 rows. I'm going to speed it up, so pause your video if you're making this along with me. Once your 15 rows are complete, attach a second strand of yarn to the first strand. As we start to crank, this is going to turn your project from having 1 strand of yarn going around your knitting machine to 2. I like to double or triple knot mine just to make sure that nothing comes undone. The first 15 rows that we did are the top knot part of your hat. Begin cranking around now with your double strand, and that little tail should face on the inside. Be sure it doesn't get stuck or go underneath any of the other needles. We now want to crank out 32 rows with your double strand of yarn. If you didn't reset your counter after your original 15 rows with the 1 strand, you want to crank until you have a total of 47 rows. I'm going to speed it up again until I'm done with my 47th row, so if you're making it along with me, now would be a good time to pause your video. Cut a long 14-inch tail. We will use this to cast off and finish the end. The end that was finished with 2 strands of yarn is not going to be cinched, so leave that opening wide. The opposite end is going to be the top knot part, so cinch that and secure it so that way it will stay shut. I like to pull the yarn to the inside and then go around once to reinforce it and tie a knot. Next, I weave in the end and trim the tail. The bottom I like to make sure is stretched wide enough so that the baby's head has room to grow. I thread my darning needle, tie a knot, and then go back and forth through the stitches a few times to secure the end and cut the tail. If you'd like, you can also tie another knot after you go back and forth a few times. I sell my hats and put them as machine washable, so I really like to make sure that the end is secure. Roll up the bottom little brim, and now we just need to make the knot out of the top. The thinner the yarn, the easier it is to do this knot part. I like to give it a good stretch, and then sometimes if you twist it a little bit, that helps. And then if I'm still having trouble pulling it through for the knot part, I use a crochet hook to grab the end and pull it through. That completes the top knot baby hat tutorial. If you have any questions, please message me on Etsy. And if you would like to learn about future pattern releases, please subscribe to my newsletter. And follow me on Instagram at PONT_NEUF_STUDIO.